as a witch hunt.
Okay, so a lot to talk about with our political analyst, Brian Sobel, this afternoon. And Brian, let's start with Christopher Wray and his testimony today. Sort of a different line of questioning than we typically see for someone taking over the reins of the FBI.
Yes, usually it's how will you run the agency, you know, what is your background and temperament and a lot of other things. Today it was focused on, can you stand up to the President of the United States? Will you sign a loyalty oath, metaphorically speaking? Lots of questions around whether he has the ability to push back on the administration if they asked him to do something, as an example, one senator said, was illegal.
Yeah, Lauren mentioned this, but in his response, he sent a message and he said that he would not be pulling any punches in the position and that, as Lauren mentioned, he would resign if he is asked to do something illegal or immoral. Was this senators really trying to put him on the spot or put the president on the spot?
I think it was a little bit of both. There were some who I think were trying to litigate the president in a sense, and some who just wanted to hear him say, I am loyal to the American people and not to the President of the United States.
Okay, Brian, let's get on now to the issue of Russia and the Donald Trump Jr. emails. This really escalates the issue of Russian meddling in the election. Does this then mean that we're going to be talking about this further and further for many more months to come?
Well, we've kind of entered a period of a drip a day, and that has to be very tough for the White House to go on about their business. What it's affecting, though, is the Congress of the United States as well. We are not seeing a whole lot of action out of the Congress of the United States or the White House around all of what's going on with the Russian meddling, which we know occurred, but we don't know yet that it had any effect on the outcome. So it's a very problematic time right now.
Let's talk about the implication of the emails. And does it sort of get to what the White House has been saying, and does it undermine what the White House has been saying, in that they have gone before the American people, President Trump, and said, no one within my inner circle has had any communication with the Russians, but yet we have Donald Trump Jr. Saying and revealing in these emails that, yes, I actually did.
Well, and his defense is, and I don't know that we should buy it, is that it was an insignificant, very short meeting. It didn't even hit my radar. And in retrospect, yeah, I did meet with a Russian national. It's hard to buy that on one level. Plus, he had his brother-in-law, Jared Kushner, in the meeting, and he had Paul Manafort, who's a seasoned campaign veteran, in that meeting as well. And I really think that he wasn't, that is, Donald Trump Jr. was not well served by the campaign manager who knows about the need to report wrong meetings or meetings that are problematic, and I don't think he gave the Trump family a lot of cover there.
Yeah, but Brian, it does hurt the credibility when you do say no contact, and then yes, there was. Exactly.
I mean, at this point, you don't know what you can trust from Donald Trump Jr. because he's been caught in a lie, and we know in the media that once a source or somebody lies, you never look at them quite the same way again, because you can't. They did it once, they may do it again, and so Donald Trump Jr. has lost a lot of credibility just on this point.
All right, Brian Sobel, always a pleasure. Thank you so much.